Weekly breakdown.
Woo! Woohoo!
Number 7 or 8?
8, because it was 7.
Because we 8. We skipped last week because nothing fucking happened last week, so here we are.
There was no breakdowns last week.
Nope. So here we are. There's some shit that happened this week, so we'll talk about it. Yeah. Let's start with this stupid fucking Assassin's Creed Unity shit.
Oh, let's get right into the shit. Right.
Assassin's Creed Unity, first of all, if it won't appear on Wii U, they said it's not powerful enough.
It's not surprising to me,
though. Yeah. And the game will run 900p 30 frames per second on PS4 and Xbox One. They said to stop the debates. And Ubisoft saying that, you know, they're not favoring one system over another. They wouldn't hinder one platform's performance to make it on par with another.
But they're doing that.
Yeah,
they're doing that. They just did it. They knocked down the quality of the PS4 version just because Microsoft fucked up.
And I think it's a bullshit argument because Dragon Age Inquisition's 1080p on PS4 and 900p on Xbox One. BioWare said that they maximize each console.
Yeah.
So why can't Ubisoft do the same thing?
Yeah, just maximize it. I mean, nobody's gonna. It's basically almost common knowledge, and it should almost just be expected at this point that Xbox One just can't.
Yeah.
It should just be anticipated. Stop getting mad about it.
Microsoft made a mistake. They need to realize they made a mistake and stop fucking everyone else over.
Yeah.
So I want to see Unity in 1080p.
Now, they also said that, you know, this game with all the NPCs and the crowd and, you know, that whole new technology and the seamless co-op and just the huge ass world and stuff, that those things were more important than sacrificing a couple million pixels.
Yeah, I can understand.
Which I was like, yeah, okay. But the PlayStation 4 can comfortably hit 1080p on almost every fucking game.
Yeah. So do it.
So, yeah, I mean,
maximize
Watch
the
Dogs was
potential.
1080p on PS4 and 900 on Xbox One. It's like, to me, there's no... If you would put 900 and 1080p side by side, I'd be like, what? I can't tell the difference. So it's not the biggest deal in the world.
It's basically just, at this point, it's just a number. It's like, oh.
But I do like seeing developers push these new systems to the max of what they can right now.
Yeah. And, I mean, I don't really give a shit what it is, but it's just, people make such a big deal out of this whole 1080p thing. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of stupid.
Yeah, well, I mean, what is up with the 1080p, 900p? What was the PS3, Xbox 360 running at resolution wise?
I think they natively.
They could do 1080.
Some games were at 1080, like games like The Last of Us were 720. I don't know what GTA 5 was. Halo 4 was 720 because they were really pushing them to the fucking max.
But Diablo 3 on the 360. And then Diablo 3 on my PS4, I really can't tell the difference. No. But the one on the PS4 does really, with the exception of a few times where just a bunch of shit has been happening on screen, it just runs smoother.
Yeah. I mean,
it looks smoother.
It's going to be a good game. So,
yeah.
I mean,
just shut up.
Shut up and play the fucking game. But I do think that this issue alone is why there will be
debates.
Another generation of consoles. Because 4K televisions are pretty much here. They will probably be the mainstream thing in 2 to 3 years. Yeah. And these consoles cannot support 4K. And so you're playing something at 900p on a 4K TV.
It won't
look pretty. It'd be like playing a PS2 game, natively PS2 game, on an HD TV now. You know, it'd be the same thing. So it's like, I think just that is why there will be another generation of consoles.
But I mean, probably by then there might even be another. Well, I don't honestly about 4K. I don't see why there's even a point. I don't even see why there's a point to go to 4K. But I mean, if there's another thing,
but 4K I think is the next thing for TV.
Yeah, I mean it is.
And I think it will be here to stay. But right now, it's just the technology is too expensive for consumer purchase.
But you can get a 4K TV for under $1,000 now. I mean, they're still really fucking expensive compared to a normal HD TV.
Which you get for like a couple hundred.
Yeah.
3 to 4 years.
They're going to go down.
4K is
exactly.
Gonna be,
It's going to be.
They're going to figure out how to make it cheaper, and then also they're going to realize people just aren't buying these.
I just really hope that every game turns out to be 1080p on Xbox One, so you can just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and we can actually get 1080p.
Just don't support the Kinect. Just be like, unplug your fucking Kinect, and then boom, you have a CPU to use.
Yeah.
Halo the Master Chief Collection is 1080p all the time. 1080p 60 frames per second, except in Halo 2's campaign. Because they're running 2 game engines at the same time, because you can switch back.
Okay, I can kind of get that. I can get that. That's almost that's a little bit more understandable, just because.
But here's the thing: the Master Chief Collection can be 1080p. Why can't they make Unity 1080p?
I don't know.
But then again, that's just in a way. Those are even though there's a lot of it, it's just a port. It's making it look prettier.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know what I mean? They were said at least the stuff that's in the game, they could do that with Halo 2 generations ago. It's just making it look prettier.
But with Halo 2 Master Anniversary or whatever, I almost feel like you'd play the game with the new graphics and you'd be like, this is fucking amazing. You know, just realization of the world now. And you'll switch back and forth to the old graphics a couple times, but they'll look like shit. So it's like,
what's the point?
What's the point in really having?
I mean,
it's for those people to have that choice. Some people like to have that choice.
I can almost see like the nostalgia for what they did with Combat Evolved. Like Combat Evolved was like a big thing, and like there's a lot of nostalgia for it.
It's
like Halo 2 was pretty big.
It's for those people who are like, I want to play it as I did once.
I guess.
Yeah. Diablo 3 got that 2.1 update.
Yeah.
With Greater Rifts, Legendary Gems, and they added like a new Cesspools Rift. And also Treasure Goblin Vaults. We played it.
Yeah.
We played the patch.
Yeah.
The Greater Rifts are really fucking good. So if you haven't played Diablo 3, and this is for only it's all been on PC for a while, I think.
It's been on PC since right around when
console.
So this is for the PS4 and the Xbox One version that they finally added this stuff. So if you haven't played Diablo 3,
I don't know what the hell
they just added even more
so do it.
to it.
Just like Linkin Park said, what the hell are you waiting for?
What the hell are you
waiting for? God. See, PlayStation Plus for October. This happened last week. Is Drive Club, Dustin and Luigi.
But where the hell is Drive Club at?
Because Drive Club is having absolutely horrible server problems. Like, the game doesn't even work online. And, and they're trying to take care of the people that actually bought the game.
Okay,
and
alright.
PlayStation Plus.
Now that I have that information, I'm a little less like, okay.
But it's kind of funny that they delayed that game for almost a full year. And it's just having shit problems.
But then again, they really didn't put it, like, something like that kind of almost did need a beta for the online.
Almost every game should have a beta anymore, man.
Well, especially games with online mechanics.
The more connected these games get, the more they need to have a beta to like test their service.
Now, I wouldn't say maybe not have a. Okay, maybe Assassin's Creed Unity, but like Shadow of Mordor, which I just got done playing. There's not really any need for a beta.
Yeah. But for something like as ambitious as Drive Club, or Destiny,
or maybe Forza or something like that.
Yeah, like I could see the point of having a beta to see if your servers can handle the pressure.
I guarantee you, if Destiny didn't have a public beta, the day that game came out, it would have been
like the GTA 5 online.
Oh yeah, GTA 5 online should have had it.
It should have had a beta. Speaking of betas, though, actually, let's talk about alphas. Evolve is having an alpha that you can sign up for to try to get in right now. I fucking signed up.
I need to do that. I need to get on.
You might get selected. The alpha runs October 30th and November 2nd. It's on all 3 of the systems that it's coming out. In January, though, there's a public beta that's only on Xbox One. But
we'll get Microsoft to fuck us again.
Well, that's okay. I mean,
it's just a beta.
But how much? I'd really laugh if that game still runs better on PS4. To bring it back to an already,
it'll sell better.
It'll sell better on the PS4.
Oh yeah,
I guarantee.
But I'm just saying, like, if it's 1080, 900, I'm just like, it's okay. My version's better.
I need to fucking check my email. If I get in on this Evolve Alpha, I'm just gonna fucking lose my shit.
I want to get it on that. I'm gonna have to do it. The only thing is I'm gonna miss like the first 2 days. but it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Evolves. Let's see. Anyways, what were we talking about?
We were
talking about PlayStation
Plus. Yeah.
Dust and Elysian Tale and Spelunky on PlayStation 4. I still have to download them.
I played a little bit of Dust.
They're cool.
It's kind of fun. It's a side scroller, but
Okay, I'll try it.
It looks pretty.
Batman Arkham Asylum and Pix the Cat on PlayStation.
I did download Pix the Cat. It's because it's on PS4 as well.
Is it?
I don't know about Arkham
It is free.
Asylum. Like, that's just like... It's so back there, I don't know about Arkham.
It's a very games with gold thing.
Yeah.
To go back that far.
But here's the thing, like, who really has a PS3? Like, if you have a PS3 and a PS4, I mean, there's some...
I think I would honestly have a PS3 over a PS4. The only reason I kept the Xbox was for as long as it was, well, Titanfall. Otherwise, the second I got a PS4, it would have been like...
Yeah, I haven't touched... I still have my 360 because there are games I still want to finish on it.
Yeah. And
play on it. But I really haven't touched it in months.
No. I haven't really touched my PS3, and there's a fuckload of games. I've been just kind of trimming them, like, yeah, I'll get to it eventually. Most of them were, like, PlayStation Plus games from, like, a long time ago. I'm just like, yeah, I'll get around eventually. But
well, when there's less games, but I don't
it's
think
just like, I want to just play the new games, play PlayStation 4, you know, or whatever else, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where the fucking fun's at. Yeah, that's pretty much it for everything to talk about.
I don't know, I mean, I did see a game...
There's other mentioned things.
Yeah.
Public service announcement, PlayStation Network's going to be down October 13th for maintenance.
Oh.
I work on that, so that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck, I'll play something else.
Yeah.
The last Halo 2 anniversary map for Halo Master Chief Collection is Warlock. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, Warlock.
I didn't play a whole lot of the Halo 2 multiplayer, so...
Fuck right.
Yeah. That's
I love Warlock. Warlock's fun.
Warlock's awesome, yeah. I was really pulling for, like, Beaver Creek.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Beaver Creek would have been a lot better.
But isn't Beaver Creek just a remake of another, like, Halo 1 map? That would probably be in the game?
Yeah.
So? But I want it to look pretty.
I was also hoping for Midship, but Midship's in Halo 5.
Or, what's the one that ended up becoming Last Resort? What was that one called?
Oh,
First time around. Sandbar.
Sandbar, yes.
Sandbar.
Oh,
Sandbar.
Sandbar.
Because that's what it would be in that game, so yeah, Sandbar.
Yeah. Just, if you buy Call of Duty Advanced Warfare on PS3 or 360, you can upgrade to PS4 and Xbox One for fucking free.
Ooh, that's
also,
nice. I mean,
Advanced Warfare is 46 gigabytes.
Well, fuck.
I only put the pre-order down so I can get the shit for Destiny.
Oh,
that
I'm gonna
50 gigabyte, or it's
46.
But whatever.
Basically 50 gigabytes.
That's like a fourth of your fucking hard drive.
That is.
That's huge.
Well, no, it's what, a 500 gigabyte hard drive?
It's like
that's a pretty good chunk of your hard drive.
It's like a fucking 6 or 8. I don't fucking know. It's just a lot of space.
It's a tenth of your hard drive.
Whatever. Yeah,
but that's a lot of space.
The crew's been delayed until December 2nd.
Shit.
That game should just come out next year.
Yeah, it should.
Well, it was originally going to come out the same day as the Assassin's Creed games and Halo Master Chief Collection.
And then it's just like,
that's
a fucking bad idea.
Yeah. But now it's going to come out after Black Friday.
And it's going to come out the same day as Kingdom Hearts 2.5, so I'm not going to care.
But I mean, it'll suck because that game might be good. So, yeah. Super Smash Brothers for Wii U comes out November 21st.
Oh, wow. It's actually coming out this year?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Oh, wow.
The same... Nintendo did this last year. They have the biggest Wii U game and the biggest 3DS game coming out the same fucking day. Yeah. Last year they had A Link Between Worlds and Super Mario 3D World. Same day. And that was the same day as the Xbox One launch.
Yeah.
So they probably were thinking they had huge boners. And, I mean, this game's probably sold out anyways. But this year they had Smash Brothers on Wii U and then Pokemon.
Yeah,
I'm buying Pokemon because I don't have a Wii U.
Yeah, I'm buying Pokemon.
It makes me want to.
I'm probably going to buy
it. I know. Doesn't Smash on 3DS, because you have it, doesn't it make you just want to play on a big fucking TV?
It does.
Yeah, see?
But here's the thing. I think with doesn't the new 3DS like have a way to like hook into your TV or something like that?
Maybe.
I think you can even do it with the 3DS. With Smash Brothers at least, because if you go to the home screen, it says Wii U and connect to Wii U.
Yeah.
Like there's a button for it.
But if you don't have a Wii U, you're kind of...
Well, yeah. But I mean, it's a cool feature.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you got a Wii U, there you fucking go. I never know, because the Wii U and the Xbox One both have so many good exclusives, man. To be honest with you, they have better exclusives right now than the PlayStation 4. Both of them.
Like, PS4 is just in general a better console, but exclusive-wise, it's a lot better over there.
Yeah, I feel the PS4 will get it rolling eventually, like the PS3. But, you know, as of right now, you know,
it's kind of a barren wasteland in terms of PS4.
In terms of exclusives, the Wii U has the best amount of exclusives.
Well, that's
and the best one.
It's because it's all exclusives.
Pretty much. The Wii U is all. And it's been out a year. Nintendo exclusives are always fucking killer. And, but anyways, whatever. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker comes out December 5th.
Alright.
So, and it's only going to be like $40, I think. So it's a little cheaper.
Okay,
that's cool. And you can play as they just announced today, Toadette.
No,
whatever.
That's not that surprising.
Oh, I saw a thing today. Speaking of Toad, like, why is he named Toad when he's a mushroom? Because it was like a Reddit post like Toadstool. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I was like, then the guy was like, dude, I just feel dumb right now.
I didn't know that. The first wave of Amiibo figures comes out November 28th, only in Europe.
Oh,
and the second wave will be out December 19th in Europe.
God damn it.
No word in North America.
God, fuck. I actually might get...
I might buy a couple, just
so that I can have like a Link that I can play with. Yeah, or Samus. That's literally it. It's like, boom. And especially since Link's coming to Mario Kart now, I'd be like, yeah, Link, you're going to be my buddy when I play Mario Kart. I got this. So,
because Link's the shit.
I still think they need like a Skylanders or Disney Infinity type game for these things, though.
I feel like there will be, though.
I think there will be, yeah.
I think they're launching the figures first just to see if they actually, like, do decently enough.
But if they had a game like that, then they would
Oh, they would fly off the shelves, yeah.
But then maybe they're kind of hoping, like, they're planning on making one, but it's like, well, let's see if these things sell well without it. Because, I mean, if they sell well without it, then it'd be like, oh, what's the point?
I feel like they will.
I feel like
they're only like $12, too.
Yeah, I feel like they can make them like look like the trophies from Smash.
Mm-hmm. I think they do. I think that's what the design is supposed to be.
Yeah.
They're supposed to look like trophies from Smash.
I think so too. So yeah, that's cool. Nintendo's got some cool shit coming on, which is awesome.
But it's about time.
Yeah.
Nintendo actually made some smart business decisions.
Yeah. Do you guys think Smash Brothers, because I think Smash Brothers on 3DS is up to almost 3 million units sold now. Do you think it'll sell better on Wii U than 3DS?
Just going off of how the Wii U sales, no.
I will say
I know there's one person who will buy it, but
comparatively percentage wise, I would say yes. I would say a lot of Wii U owners who own a Wii U will probably get Smash, and a lot of people will buy a Wii U for Smash. Whereas, I honestly maybe don't think that Smash on the 3DS, I mean, I don't know what the numbers, I don't know if it actually sold 3DSs, whereas maybe a lot of people got it. So I think,
I don't think...
In terms of percentages, I'd say yes. In terms of actual numbers, no.
I do see the point, though. Like, I don't think the Smash for 3DS is a system seller. But if you have a 3DS, it's going to sell ridiculously well.
I think Smash for Wii U is a system seller.
Oh yeah, so
that's a home console TV.
That was a lot of reason why people bought a Wii. That's a lot of reason why people bought a GameCube. It's like,
like have a party, get fucked up,
beat the shit out of your friends.
Exactly. Minecraft's coming to Vita on October 14th.
Okay.
Battlefield 4 Premium Edition's coming out October 21st with all the DLC. For the PS4, Xbox One, PS3, and PC, no Xbox 360, which is weird.
Also, no care.
I was going to say, are there any fucks given?
No. None. Okay. None given.
Collectively, there are no fucks given about Battlefield 4 Premium.
Exactly.
It's okay.
Shadow Warrior is coming to PS4, Xbox One, PC October 21st.
That was actually a really good classic PlayStation game.
It's being remade. So.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
And The Wolf Among Us comes to retail pretty much November 4th for PS4 and Xbox One for the first time. And then if you don't have if you're not connected online, you could buy the disc on PS3, 360, and Vita for
Okay. Why not? Yeah.
So,
But I bought The Wolf Among Us for PS4. I did like that game.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll actually play it now. Like, I was okay. I was all for playing Walking Dead because I'm like, I love The Walking Dead. Whereas I haven't played Wolf Among Us, so I'm like a little bit more cautious.
I think it'll be cheap still too.
Yeah. I'll probably be.
So,
You'll probably 40. I'd say 40, 30 bucks.
30.
I'm calling it $30.
I think it's so. Yeah, I mean that's all I got for games.
And that
games. Okay.
That Wolf Among Us is like, I think they'll be able to continue it now.
Yeah, I think so too.
I was gonna say the whole thing about Kingdom Hearts 3 running on Unreal Engine 4 is
Unreal. Oh,
see that's really surprising. Which Final Fantasy 15 runs on
Unreal 3.
Luminous engine, which is their engine, and it's just weird that that's running on Unreal Engine 4. Like, that's not a game that you think Unreal Engine 4.
But you wouldn't think Borderlands runs on the Unreal Engine either.
I can see Borderlands a little bit more. It's a little bit, I don't know, like, just because of the fact that it is a more shooter-style game.
Yeah, exactly.
And, whereas, at Kingdom Hearts, I guess I get the reason why, because it's, with the Luminous Engine, it's like, they have to maintain that and fix it. If there's something that doesn't work, they have to work on it. Whereas now, they're like, that's all up to Epic Games now. Like, hey, we need this to work. Okay, boom, here you go. Or how can we get this to work? It removes some of the plate. So I almost kind of hope that maybe this. I mean, this is again really, really hopeful thinking in the fanboy me coming out. This speeds along the process of this game coming out, but I doubt it.
I doubt it.
But I mean, it'd be nice if. I mean, even if it's just by a year and it comes out like, instead of like maybe they were thinking 2018, it comes out 2017.
Yeah.
Like,
It's also weird that it's a Japanese developer using Unreal Engine. I don't really know when that's happened.
I don't think it has. I really don't think it has.
If it has, I'd like to know, but I don't think it has.
I mean, Unreal Engine has basically powered every, almost, I'd say probably, at least on last gen, it powered probably like 3/4 of the games that came out.
Yeah,
there's a lot of them.
One last thing for me gaming-wise, for any Firefly fans out there, for Firefly Online, when that game comes out, it has been pretty much confirmed that the entire original cast from Firefly is returning to voice their characters in the game. And actually the game itself, when it comes out, as well as the companion app that will be with it, will have exclusive interviews with the cast about the show and all that stuff.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
So I highly recommend, if there's anyone out there who likes really good sci-fi or Joss Whedon's work, definitely check out Firefly in this game before it comes out.
Cool. Is it free to play?
Yeah.
Oh,
as far as I know so far, it's free to play.
Awesome. Maybe I'll check it out.
It's not out yet. It's not coming out until 2015.
I figured it would. I'm thinking so. Maybe I'll check it out.
Cool.
You can sign up now for it though.
Alright. I'll think about it.
Cool. To music. 4 Year Strong Comeback Kid are touring. I know Sam wants Comeback Kid. Sam's not here. Nope.
I mean, in case you didn't notice.
We gave him a 1 week suspension.
Yeah. Exactly.
Drug policy. He didn't
Drug
follow
policy.
it.
Yeah. Motionless in White and Him are touring, so you can get fucking.
I approve of half of that. Him's okay. They're okay. Motionless in White. They got one song that I like. That's it.
For All Those Sleeping breaks up.
Oh,
That's fucking amazing.
Oh,
It makes
no.
me
Never even heard of them, so I really don't give a
It's okay.
Yeah.
Good.
The album of the year, Attila's new album, Guilty Pleasure, comes out November 24th.
Yeah, I saw that. I forgot. Yeah.
So, album of the year right there. Thomas Giles is releasing Modern Noise November 25th. That's the singer of Between the Barrett and Me. Marduk is releasing their new album, Front Schwein, in January. So you can get some crazy fucking black metal. Sylosis is releasing their new album, Dormant Heart, January 13th. They put out a new song today. It was pretty cool. So yeah.
Oh, did you guys see that Carousel Kings is touring in China and Japan?
Serious?
Yeah.
What?
I saw that on Facebook today.
What?
They don't even tour over here.
I know. I thought that band.
How the hell did CI get contacts over in fucking China?
I don't know, but I saw it because the one guy, I think the singer, Dave Garman, I graduated with him.
Wow.
I'm actually friends with him on Facebook, and he posted that they're touring in China and all that. I was like,
Jeez.
the fuck?
What? That's just
So I mean,
good for them.
I'm not a fan of the
but I
band.
mean,
I'm not a fan of them, but I mean,
good for
congrats for a band from around here actually
Yeah.
getting
well,
somewhere.
touring, but it's like
Yeah.
how do you,
Let's talk about the new releases coming out. So we'll also include some of the releases that came out last week. So Skylanders Trap Team is now out.
That's okay. We'll get to it at the end, the Marvel thing.
Yeah, we'll talk about that then. Skylanders Trap Team's out for every system ever except for the Vita. It's even out for the Wii.
Woo! Wait, the original Wii?
The original Wii.
That's fucking... I don't know whether or not I should be...
But here's
if you buy the Wii version, you get the Wii U version for free.
Oh, okay, that's understandable. Yes.
But here's the thing, like, more people have Wiis than Wii U's, so it makes perfect sense.
How many of those people actually play?
Yeah, that's true.
I think more people play Wii U than Wii.
But I think there's more system... There is a higher chance of selling well on the Wii, even though maybe just because number versus number, but who cares? Nobody plays this.
It's a numbers game.
No.
I just got rid of mine last week, so or 2 weeks ago, so I'm done.
How many times did you play?
Like 3. I honestly think
I actually
it's like
played my Wii a good bit, but I had like Twilight Princess and like I had some stuff.
I had Wii Sports, a wrestling game, and Smash and Brawl. In which I played Wii Sports and I played Brawl, and then I never opened the wrestling game, and I was like, and I was just like, I don't feel.
I also had Rock Band for the Wii, which was stupid, but
that's just a dumb idea.
There's some Wii games that I do want to play though. Like I really want to play Zelda.
Twilight Princess was actually really good.
They should port that. Whatever.
Super Mario Galaxy looks too.
Yeah.
Alien Isolation's now out.
Woo!
For the new systems and old systems. Game's scoring okay.
It's scoring decent. Except for unless you're IGN, then the game's just too hard for you.
It's too hard. Yeah, the AI is doing what it's supposed to do. So.
Game Informer's review said it took him 25 hours to get through, which is absolutely ridiculous.
For a horror game?
That's the length of a Mass Effect game.
Yeah.
Almost.
That's like a speed run of Mass Effect, but
I mean, Mass Effect 2 and 3, when I played them, took me 30 hours. So that's almost the length of... You could play through Mass Effect 2 or 3, pretty much, the whole thing. That's crazy, man. That was absolutely crazy. But I mean, that game looks fun. If they had it out for like
$40,
PlayStation Plus, or I saw it for like $20 or something. I mean, why not?
Yeah, why
not? Drive Club's out for PlayStation 4. That game's
having
scoring okay and having lots of problems. Styx Master of Shadows. Styx the band.
Oh,
I don't know. For PS4, Xbox One, PC, I know nothing about it. So all this shit comes out the week of October 14th. The Evil Within is coming out.
Finally, that game's been in development for
that game actually, like, I don't even know how I feel about that game, but I feel like it's been in the works for so long.
I feel like I've heard about this game so much, I need to at least look at it.
Yeah, it looks creepy as fuck, and it looks like a fucking Resident Evil 4-ish.
No, but I can see
which is cool. That game's out for PS4, Xbox One, PS3, 360, and PC. NBA 2K15's out. That game's having a fucking lots of problems too.
All of the 15 sports games really, except for FIFA, as far as I know, have had issues.
FIFA's doing fucking amazing.
But like NHL 15 doesn't have like half the moves that like the old gen versions do.
Yeah.
Madden 15.
It was Madden.
Sucks.
Madden 15.
Oh, it is Madden. It is a Madden game, and they've kind of sucked the past few years.
NBA Live 15 is for some reason happening.
Why? Last year, I thought they would have killed it after last year. I thought last year killed it.
Yeah, exactly. Project Spark is out for Xbox One and PC.
I had really no idea what that was, so I had to do some research.
I didn't even know it was coming out.
That came up. I knew that game existed. I knew you could play as Conquer, but I was like, oh.
But
this game's coming out.
Project Spark is basically like you make your own video game,
which is pretty cool. But I mean, like it should come to PS4. Otherwise, I mean, that's not a system seller. It's a game. It's like, oh, it's like $20. Fuck it, why not? I'll make my own video game. Hey Tyler, come die in my game.
Yeah.
A bunch of like Game of the Year editions for Forza 5, Dead Rising 3, and Rise Son of Rome. You can buy all of them if you have an Xbox One. Go for it. Borderlands the pre-sequel comes out on Tuesday. For last-gen systems and PC. Makes me really sad.
It does make me look.
I would buy this in a heartbeat if it was on PlayStation 4.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. And I'd sink another fucking 50 hours into it.
Exactly.
I put way more than 50 hours into
I kind of wish you hadn't gotten rid of your 360 just so we could all continue playing Borderlands.
Yeah.
It's okay, me and you can do it.
They have Diablo now.
We do have Diablo.
That's it.
We can
that
both get the
void.
pre-sequel, and me and you can play it, and then I can just pretend to act like Tyler's voice and switch to different characters once in a while. Yeah.
Like I said, I haven't touched my 360 in months, and just the pre-sequel alone is not enough to make me.
Yeah,
exactly. I see that.
I got enough I have to finish on my
before the PS4 and Xbox One version, Game of the Year edition comes out next year.
No, yeah, right.
You know it'll happen. Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures 2.
First one was actually pretty good.
For the PS3, the 360, and the 3DS. There you go.
That explains why Pac-Man is a character in Brawl.
Yeah. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition for PS4, Xbox One, PC. Nobody gives a shit.
Sleeping Dogs is alright though.
I heard it was alright, but nobody's gonna buy this. I just feel it's very unnecessary coming out again.
Yeah.
I might because I never picked it up the first time.
Sleeping Dogs, though, I think are better than Watch Dogs.
I might play it. Lots of dogs.
I mean,
Sleeping Dogs.
It's like they're letting all the dogs out.
We know who lets the dogs out.
Lets the dog. Keith lets the dogs out. And then The Walking Dead Season 1 comes out for PS4 and Xbox One. Which is
I don't know
cool.
if I'll get that. I mean, I'll get it, but then I'll probably just make the same choices all over again.
Exactly. That's how I feel too.
That's how
I might
feel
just
that way
want
about
to just to
Wolf
say
Among
that
Us.
it's like, so then it's like, I don't need you anymore, Xbox. Go.
Yeah.
Shoot. Get out of here.
Music has a big week too. Revocation with their new album Deathless brings us Saturn with their new album Lugal Keen, and I have no clue how to say that. Exodus. Yeah, that. Exodus with Blood In, Blood Out. The Casey Strain with Coma Witch. Scar Symmetry with The Singularity Phase 1. Starkill with Virus of the Mind. And Today's the Day with Animal Mother. So yeah, we'll have reviews of almost every single one of them. Almost. Probably not Starkill, probably not Today's the Day. But
Never even heard of Starkill or
Today's the Day. They were there for the show.
But we missed them.
We missed them, but they were there, so I know they were there.
Yeah,
they were there. I don't know what
they're
they sound
like
like.
a Children of Bodom ripoff to me. The Casey Strain I did listen to. It's okay. There's no reason, absolutely no reason in the fucking world to have a 28-minute Acacia Strain song. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. And it wasn't... It
didn't keep your interest.
With this album alone, they just go on and on and on with certain parts. And it's like, okay. And then they do it for 28 fucking minutes. Like, I listened to the whole thing today.
They just wanted to have a longer song than Rush.
I was like, oh my god. But, I mean, it's whatever. We'll review it eventually. So, yeah. I did forget to mention, there was a bunch of stuff for fucking superhero films.
I think this is
because we have huge boners for superhero movies.
Keith!
Yo. What happened?
Alright, so I'll kind of see if I can remember the order in which at least when I found out a lot of the stuff. I think the first thing that came out was that after Avengers Age of Ultron, the Avengers 3 might not have...
Okay, so we had some technical difficulties.
Minor technical difficulties. So, we were talking about Marvel and all the stuff that came out about Marvel Comics. So, first thing is that rumor had surfaced, I think I saw it on IGN, where Avengers 3 will be with a new team fronted by Tony Stark's Iron Man. Which is interesting also in the fact that, at least right now, in his contract, which we don't know, because I know he's in contract negotiations right now.
Yeah.
If that means there's no Iron Man in Avengers 4, which means what happens to Iron Man in that one, which, again, contracts are still up in the air, so we don't know. But, how do you feel about that?
As far as I know, Iron Man has not died in
the comics. No, not yet, but...
I actually like that idea because it's going to spice things up, keep things fresh.
Yeah.
So if you have
the same
Thor, and Captain America, and Hawkeye, and Black Widow for another movie, it'll be like, alright.
And I think it'll also give these other characters that are, well, B-rated, like Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't know if they'll be in that one. Maybe, I don't know.
So.
But then also Ant-Man and probably Doctor Strange will show up, and it's like, yeah, these characters will probably just have one-off movies. There you go.
It'll make it the plot a little bit different too.
Yeah.
Cool. I kind of feel like they'll bring in people from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, because that's where they're bringing a lot of like the B-list Marvel characters anyway.
Yeah, like a lot of the small ones. Like, I think Black Panther might actually be. I think
Marvel? I thought it was DC.
There's a Panther. There's some Panther. There's a
Pink
Panther.
Panther.
No, not Pink Panther. There's a Panther guy in.
I mean, it might be Black Panther. I don't know.
Well,
there was a Black Panther character.
And so, you know.
Cam Newton.
Alright, yeah. What was the other thing? Other thing is that then they're hinting that they'll bring back the main cast for Avengers 4, which the existing rumor right now is that the Avengers 4 will be the Secret Wars, which is the biggest comic book storyline of the Marvel universe, where all the superheroes fight all the supervillains, and it's like the battle. I mean, of course,
it's like the A-list villains against the A-list heroes.
Yeah, and it's
so they're gonna have to bring back the main cast because pretty much the main cast is like
the best,
with the exception of Hawkeye and maybe Black Widow.
They're the biggest names in there. Ooh.
Yeah, Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk.
Yeah.
Also, another interesting little side bit that I kind of noticed, without spoiling too much from like the second Captain America, the guy that they have playing the Winter Soldier, he has 2 movies contracts. I think he has a 8 or 9 movie contract to be in a bunch of movies. I'm like, what the hell are they gonna do with him? Put him everywhere?
But but here's the thing: the actor himself might have a contract for more movies, but he might not be portraying the same character.
I mean, it's possible, but then it'd just be confusing if you start throwing somebody else playing a different character, because you do get to see his face and Winter Soldier. But it's like,
it's gonna be rich.
Like, I'm just like, dude, like, where are they gonna use him? That was just a little.
Well, I mean, like, they could use him in any other, because who?
Like, he'll probably, just because Captain America.
Is it Universal doing these, or?
No, it's Disney and Marvel.
No, I mean, is it?
It's Paramount. If anything, it's Paramount.
Yeah. So he could be in any other Paramount movies.
I know, it is a Marvel.
Oh, it is Marvel.
It is a Marvel. He's portraying the Winter Soldier, or the character that is the Winter Soldier.
But then again, it might just be cameos.
It could be, but you don't get paid usually for cameos. But the other thing directly Marvel is that, you know, Robert Downey Jr. is basically all but confirmed that there will be a 4th Iron Man movie. And that maybe jokingly, don't know if he's serious, he will come back if Mel Gibson directs it. Which is...
Yeah.
which is weird. But that, again, shows hope, because Marvel's looking to the future.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the standalone Iron Man movies. Should there be an Iron Man 4? You've seen them.
I've seen the first. I haven't seen the third one. And besides that and Guardians of the Galaxy, I think those are the only Marvel movies I haven't seen yet that are out. I mean, if there's probably enough lore there in the comics where they could come up with something and base something off of an idea, but I can understand it. But I mean, people love Iron Man. Iron Man was the first, is like the flagship of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because he was the first true one movie, so it's like, maybe keep him around. I'd say definitely after Avengers 3, maybe no more Iron Man, just because at that point it's getting 6 movies and it's a little bit ridiculous. But
there have been so many like iterations or story arcs or, you know, reboots of the Marvel comics and the people in them.
Yeah.
I don't think DC has been quite so many, but DC is not that far behind with some of theirs.
I mean, there's multiple.
But they're like the whole multiple like storylines. Yeah.
I mean, they could find something to do. But like I said, this I think gives hope for the future, because I mean, like I said, a lot of these actors were on contract to star in 3 standalone movies and then 3 Avengers movies. I think about the only exception is Mark Ruffalo. I don't know what his contractual agreements are right now, because he's up in the air, because he just has Hulk, and there hasn't been a Hulk standalone movie with him. And also Jeremy Renner, he gets 1 solo movie and that's it. I think Black Widow gets only 1 solo movie, but then she's kind of shows up in half the Marvel movies anyway. So
yeah, I mean, Black Widow and Hawkeye really aren't like big characters in the Marvel universe.
I'm glad they have them. They're great characters.
Yeah, they're cool characters.
Especially
they're not like A-list Marvel
superheroes. And then the other thing is more to do with Spider-Man, which is you know, Sony's looking at the future for what they're going to do with Spider-Man, and there's rumors of talks of combining their Spider-Man universe with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which poses a bunch of things. With the concept, the idea right now that the Sinister Six movie, which is 2016, I want to say, might be a soft reboot for Sony's Spider-Man franchise. That's just a dumb idea.
Yeah. Especially, I think if they're gonna merge Spider-Man with the Marvel movies, they should put Spider-Man in one of these Avengers movies.
Yeah. I mean, he should be definitely, if not in Avengers 3, he should be in Avengers 4, or in then one of the next Spider-Man movies, there'd be somebody from the Avengers, like he meets up with...
Black Cat.
Well, Black Cat's directly Spider-Man, but yeah. I mean, there
or
is...
other Marvel. Beast was in, like, old Spider-Man games, at least.
Yeah, so we're...
Multiple X-Men were in.
So, I hope they keep Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. I mean, I apparently Amazing Spider-Man 2 did not do well in the box office and commercially, which I don't get. I love the movie, but...
It still made a lot of money.
Yeah. But, like, I guess commercially and, like, critically, it's like, oh... It is technically the worst performing Spider-Man movie yet.
Really?
I read that.
Even worse than Spider-Man 3?
Spider-Man 3 just had the momentum of Spider-Man 2. Now, critically, that one was a flop.
That was a terrible flop.
Yeah.
But, like, so, like I said, I hope what they do is, because The Amazing Spider-Man 3 is still on the table. So far, they haven't, like, canceled it yet. At least by what I've heard, by my sources, which is just IGN, which I feel bad about. But
I just thought it was a terrible joke now.
They should do it.
But at least have him, and then at least have him show up in one or two crossover movies with the Avengers and stuff like that. That way, because I love he's the best Peter Parker. I mean, they could do the soft reboot with him and maybe have like a different Spider-Man, but like still technically, but like because there have been different Spider-Mans.
Maybe because what's-her-face is dead now.
Gwen Stacy.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
They're just like, man, now there's nothing to look at. There's no Hollywood.
It's like
no more
Mary
Spider-Man.
Mary Jane. I mean, they were gonna have her in the movie, but I mean,
what you want to know why Gwen Stacy actually died?
Why?
She saw Spider-Man 3.
Oh.
It's like I can't do this anymore.
It's like no. What if the next one's just like it? I can't do it. So the fact that there might be a crossover is really cool, and really what that hopes for me is even if it's just one character, I think they should at the very least try to get Wolverine over.
Wolverine would be perfect.
Yeah.
Which they could maybe possibly
rebooted Wolverine almost.
They like I said with how Days of Future Past goes, with the timeline getting changed. Who knows what happens in between when he goes back into the present of Days of Future Past and there? I mean,
because you don't see what his claws look like when he gets back to the present, right?
Not really. I mean,
because you don't know whether or not he still went through the Weapon X program.
I mean, he kind of meets up with Stryker there at the end.
Yeah, but did he kill Stryker?
Yeah, he killed Stryker. But it's like, so I think except for a couple key events, maybe things go exactly the same. But I think that. That's the thing. There's the opening. It's like, oh, these two worlds can exist. X-Men doesn't just take... The only person who just takes place in New York is Spider-Man. Every other of, like, Marvel and the X-Men, they take place a lot of places. So
if they combined the Avengers and X-Men, I would shit my pants. I would cream everywhere, man.
It'd be awesome.
God,
also another thing that I just found out, which is another interesting tidbit. Hugh Jackman is signed to be in X-Men Apocalypse. But I'm wondering again.
X-Men Apocalypse is the end of the First Class
trilogy.
Yeah.
But I just think that's interesting. Like, how are they going to do it? Because he's not going to, he's going to be a different Wolverine. I'm like, oh,
it's all 19.
Dude, I can't wait for that movie.
That movie's gonna be awesome. 2 years, but
I can't.
So there's so much that they could do. I know. I mean, at least in terms of movies, X-Force is in full swing, which has Deadpool and Cable.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a Deadpool movie which we talked about before.
But I
oh yeah, right.
As long as they don't fuck up.
I forget because even though since we're redoing this, did they cancel Venom Carnage, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, it just seems like that movie just had new life breathed into it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
but
nope, no more.
All these timelines and all these different universes happening. It's all 19.
Yeah,
you get it.
Yeah, there's there at least at one point or other was talks of a Black Cat movie in the Spider-Man universe run by Sony. I mean, I guess that makes sense because Black Cat is directly related to Spider-Man. Like,
and she was in Spider-Man or the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Technically,
Felicity was in Spider-Man.
Yeah, Felicia Hardy is in.
Or Felicia Hardy, yeah.
Felicia Hardy is in that movie, so.
I really wish Marvel and Disney just owned their own shit. Like they owned everything. Because you look at Marvel's movies, and I feel that they're besides the X-Men movies, they're so much better. You know what I mean?
Like,
imagine what Marvel Studios could do with Spider-Man.
Also,
It'd be crazy.
Also, the small thing that nobody forgets about. Also, they don't have access to the Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
that's also 20th Century Fox.
And that's like kind of getting rebooted too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting rebooted. Like I think probably it'll be easier to talk to 20th Century Fox just because I'm not sure about the Spider-Man movies. I mean, I know in the front of every single X-Men movie and every Fantastic Four, the Marvel logo pops up. Does that pop up in front of Spider-Man movies?
The original ones?
No.
The original, I think the first one.
So, because like I think they were directly tied Marvel.
Are we
so
talking
like
about not the Andrew Garfield, the Tobey Maguire ones? I think at least in the first two. I didn't watch the third one because it was just that bad.
Yeah. So like Sony has exclusive rights to make. So there has to be contractual negotiations, whereas I think it's not as tight with 20th Century Fox. Like I think they're still on like a lease or whatever. So who knows? This could, since all these things are coming out, I think this gives some force behind these.
I think people look at Marvel's cinematic universe and they're like, I want a piece of that pie because of how crazy all these movies.
Every single movie does. It's like at least in the top 3 box
Even movies like Guardians of the Galaxy, no one really knows Guardians of the Galaxy. At least not as well as like Iron Man.
Yeah, nobody. I don't know who any of those characters are.
Nope. Blew the fuck up. It's like
the only person I knew in that movie was Martian Manhunter.
What's his actual name in that movie?
I don't know.
I forget though. But yeah, like that movie came out of nowhere. Like, and then again, like I said with Marvel, now they can just kind of literally just be like, this guy, let's give him a movie, and it's like, boom, #1 in America, and it's like, yeah.
That's what DC's trying to do too.
But DC, I don't see it working. I really don't.
DC, like, they really only have Batman and Superman.
I mean, they can maybe make off of Wonder Woman. I mean, there was a Wonder Woman TV show for a long time.
Maybe do Flash.
Well, I mean, they had a TV show for Flash. I mean,
it actually wasn't bad. I watched the first episode.
I haven't seen it yet, but all right. Cool.
Other movie news: Pirates of the Caribbean 5 starting to shoot early 2015.
Oh yeah, right. So at least that's finally starting.
I'm stoked. I like Pirates of the Caribbean.
I mean, I like Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's like, just stop.
I think they think they're at least doing 6.
Stop beating the dead horse already. I mean, really, how much pirate like? They pretty much came to the end of the era of pirates at the end of 3, right?
Kind of.
What's his face? What's the fucking guy's name?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Yeah. They cannot continue that franchise without him.
No.
I honestly don't think they should continue that franchise just with him though. Pirates of the Caribbean 4 is really good, but having Jack as the centerfold is just really awkward. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. It's at least when you had like Will and Elizabeth in the first 3, it was like, oh, you can kind of focus on them. The focus is diverted.
Orlando Bloom might be coming back.
There's talks. Not last I heard.
But I thought he was Davy Jones now.
Who knows? He can still be Davy Jones.
We'll be seeing Orlando Bloom in the fucking Hobbit.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm for them.
So
Battle of the 5 Armies. We'll have a review for that.
Definitely.
We'll be just everywhere.
Alright. So
alright.
48 frames per second.
Is that all the breakdowns?
That's all the breakdowns. See you later.
Awesome.